You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, man. Salute everybody. As y'all come on in the building, like, share, and subscribe as y'all tap on in. Y'all already know we're going to get into this, man. And I appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. And if you guys have not subscribed to the podcast, make sure y'all do so. The link will be pinned at the top of the comment section. Again, I appreciate everybody who's going to join the stream. Y'all already know what's up, man. And we definitely going to get into this video tonight, man, because it is all apparently been let out now. The cat has been completely let out this bag now, as Pam Bondi have released the final paperwork on the release of the entire, or what they say is the entire Epstein files. And man, oh man, oh man, the names are crazy. The names are crazy, man. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and post this up so y'all know. All right. So basically, you guys, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, share the video, like the video. And I'm gonna get in here and let y'all know what's going on right now. So basically, the EFTA final letter for the Jeffrey Epstein files has just been released. Now, again, before I start this, we don't know what context these people have been accused or named or not accused or just in this situation for, but I have the full list of names, and this shit is crazy work. To the brother who said nothing burger, why are you here? We have to ask you that question. You know, you have to have a real brain to say a nothing burger, but you are here. Make it make sense, brother. Your name is Way Cool DJ. Nah, you're way whack. I mean, you're here. I want you to make that make sense real quick. Make that make sense to yourself. Oh, this is a nothing burger, but you here for it. It's a nothing burger, but you eating it, and you want some fries and a milkshake on the side. The hell is wrong with you, man? Know your role and shut your mouth, boy. Now, let's get right. Y'all see the foolishness with these people, bro? I told you guys, man, it don't matter what you do, they gonna come around here. I'm telling you, bro, huffing and puffing, trying to blow the house down. These people are crazy on social media, bro. It is true. It's really true. It's really true. Remember when D.L. Hughley was running around here saying, yeah, I know who ain't in the Epstein files, Joe Biden. He is in the files. He is in the files. And guess what? His wife is too. Oh, yeah, he in the files. DL, you said over there on Culture Vulture channel, you said, I know who ain't in them files. You poked your chest out saying that about Joe Biden. Yeah, he in the files too, dog. He in the files too. And you remember when all them ladies was accusing and saying about him, and the suspect embraces that they accuse this guy of, and just weirdo type of activity. Come on, man. They accuse this guy of this stuff, bro. You act like you act like this dude was a model citizen all the way through. Cut it out, bro. We all know what time it is, man. So let's get right to it, man. Without further ado. So the EFTA final letter, you guys, it was released, right? Now, in this letter, everybody, they give all the names, right? And before I start this, I'm gonna show y'all how diabolical this guy was. And I'm talking about Jeffrey Epstein. This is a diabolical dude. So, and it lets me know that a lot of the stuff we speculated that was going on is going on for real, for real. And I'm gonna tell y'all why right now. So if you look at this popped up in the Epstein files too today. Jeffrey Epstein, according to the reports, may have had a collection of highly poisonous plants known to produce a drug that blocks free will in its victims, according to newly discovered emails and the last document dump of the Epstein files. Now, let me repeat that again to show y'all how diabolical this stuff is. So remember when they was all talking about the stuff in the baby oil stuff? Oh, I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it, man. Listen, man. Let me say this again. That Jeffrey Epstein, according to reports from TMZ, that just put this out less than an hour ago, may have had a collection of highly poisonous plants known to produce a drug that blocks free will in its victims, according to newly discovered emails in the last document dump of the Epstein file. This is absolute, and there's a video going around where they straight up asked this man, bro, are you the devil? And that man didn't say no. He didn't say no. He didn't say no. They asked him straight up, say, bro, you the devil? He didn't say no. He did not say no. That's crazy work. He didn't say no. That's next level diabolical work. He did not say no. Think about what I just said to y'all. That's crazy. So now all this stuff that y'all heard, all these victims, people saying, hey man, I felt woozy. I felt like something happened to me. I felt this. Man, bruh, all these people say, oh, that's cap, man. These people making this shit up, man. Man, listen, man. Listen, bruh. This is diabolical, demonic type of work going on out here. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up, they asked Epstein. Straight up, they asked him. The interview is on YouTube. They asked him, they dropped that video. They said, hey, man, are you the devil? And this man didn't even say no. Smash the like button as y'all come up here and share the video. He did not say no. They asked him, was he the devil? And he didn't say no. And y'all got people sitting up here ducking this smoke. And I'm going to keep saying it. Bag Chaser, Melanie, PDB Podcast, the list goes on and on. These are a bunch of ducks. They don't want no smoke. Now, they'll talk about this because Barack Obama's been named in it. Joe Biden's been named in it. I'm finna give you all the names. This shit is crazy, all the names that's in these dudes' files. It's crazy, all these names. So anyways, there was an EFTA letter that was released today. Or released, excuse me, I should say, yesterday, last night. Now, in this letter, you guys, as y'all see on y'all screen, because you know I keep receipts, I come with the paperwork. It's the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Section 3, report to Congress. Now read this right here, y'all. Section 3 of the Epstein Files Temporary Act, called the Act, requires the Department of Justice within 15 days of completing the release required under the Act to submit to the House and the Senate committees on the judiciary a report listing 1, all categories of records released and withheld, 2, a summary of redactions made, including legal basis, and 3, a list of all the government officials and politically exposed persons named or referenced in the released material. See Section 3, cleaned up. Consistent with Section 3 of the Act, the department provides the following information. Categories of records released and withheld. Categories of records released in accordance with the requirements of the Act and as described in various department submissions to the courts of the Southern District of New York, assigned to the Epstein and Maxwell prosecutions and related orders. The department released all records, documents, communications, and investigative materials in the possession of the department that relate to any of 9 different categories. I'm going to just read the whole page for y'all. I'm going to give y'all the whole meal tonight. I'm going to give you the whole meal before I give you the list. Because the list coming up, and the list is diabolical. Number 1, Jeffrey Epstein, including all investigations, prosecutions, or custodial matters. Number 2, Ghislaine Maxwell. Number 3, flight logs or travel records, including but not limited to manifests, itineraries, pilot records, and customs or immigration documentation for any aircraft, vessel, or vehicle owned, operated, or used by Jeffrey Epstein or any related entity. 4, individuals, including government officials, named or referenced in connection with Epstein's criminal activities, civil settlements, immunity or plea agreements, or investigatory proceedings. 5. Entities, corporate, nonprofit, academic, or governmental, with known or alleged ties to Epstein's trafficking or financial networks. Let me repeat number 5 again. Entities, corporate, nonprofit, academic, or governmental, with known or alleged ties to Epstein's trafficking or financial network. Number 6, any immunity deals. Any immunity deals. Listen to this. This is all that's in the file. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Any immunity deals, non-prosecution agreements, plea bargains, or sealed agreements involving Epstein or his associates. Number 7, internal Department of Justice communications, including emails, memos, meeting notes concerning decisions to charge, not charge, investigate, listen again, or decline to investigate Epstein or his associates. Number 8, all communications, memoranda, directives, log, or metadata concerning the destruction, deletion, alteration, misplacement, or concealment of documents, recordings, or electronic data related to Jeffrey Epstein, his associates, his detention, and death, or any investigative files. And number 9, documentation of Epstein's detention or death, including incident reports, witness interviews, medical examiner files, autopsy reports, and written records detailing the circumstances and cause of death. Section 2, cleaned up. Categories of records withheld. The only category of records withheld were those records were permitted withholdings under Section 2C, and privileged materials were not segregable from material responsive under Section 2A, as discussed in the Department's December 19, 2025 and January 29, 2026 letters to Congress, the prior EFTA letters. The privileges that applied to the withheld records were deliberative process privilege, work product privilege, and attorney-client privilege. No records were withheld or redacted on the basis of embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity, including to any government official, public figure, or foreign dignitary. Section 2B1. Summary of redactions made in legal basis. It's coming, y'all. Wait for it. Consistent with the Act, the Department, in consultation with victim counsel and victims directly, engaged in an extensive process to identify and redact segregable portions of records that A, contain personally identifiable information of victim or victims, personal and medical files, and similar files, the disclosure of which would constitute a clearly unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. B, depict or contain such CHILD sexual abuse materials, such as identified under 18 USC 2256 and prohibited under 18 USC 2252, 2252A. C, would jeopardize an active federal. Hold on. This is what y'all gotta listen. Listen to this now. Listen to this. Everybody think this shit is over. Listen to this part right here. C, would jeopardize an active federal investigation or ongoing prosecution, provided that such withholding is narrowly tailored and temporary, and D, depict or contain images of death, physical abuse, or injury to any person. You know what this means? This means that there was a lot of things in that Epstein file. They may have a lot of different pictures that we didn't even get to see. because if they said images of death, physical abuse, or injury to any person, and they also said that there may be some ongoing investigations or ongoing prosecutions. This shit is crazy, man. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going, right? And I want to get it to y'all because this is the moment y'all been waiting for. And I want everybody to smash the like button as y'all come in here. I want everyone to smash the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, you might want to hit the like button for this. Because y'all know me. When I come with smoke, I come with smoke. And ladies and gentlemen, if you now want the names, let me know in the comment section. Press 1 if you want all the names in the Epstein files right now. Every name. I will give it to you right now. Let me know. I will give you every name right now. Just let me know in the comments. I will give you every name. Oh, y'all want to know every name? Okay. Let's go. And this is crazy work. List of all government officials and politically exposed persons. Below is a list of all government officials and politically exposed persons named or referenced in the release materials. The term politically exposed persons was not defined in the act, but consistent with Section 3 of the act, department reviewers were directed to notate all government officials and politically exposed persons named or referenced in any document, including videos. Let me read that again. Section 3 of the act, department reviewers were directed to notate all government officials and politically exposed persons named or referenced in any document, including videos and images reviewed during this process. This list includes, last paragraph right there, y'all, as directed by the act, all persons were 1, they are or were a government official or politically exposed person, and 2, their names appear in the files released under the act at least once. Names appear in the files released under the act in a wide variety of contexts. For example, some individuals had extensive direct email contact with Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell, while others are mentioned in only a portion of the document, including press reporting that on its face is unrelated to the Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell matter. And the names, ladies and gentlemen, and I will name every name on this list right now. Alexander Acosta, Gloria Allred, Julian Assange, Vincent Babino, Steve Bannon, Xavier Becerra, Beyonce Knowles Carter, Hunter Biden, Laura Berger, Leon Black, Anthony Blinken, Pam Bondi, Lauren Book, Stephen E. Boyd, John Brennan, Sean Buckley, George W. Bush, Stephen Kalk, Tom Carper, Cher, former President of the United States of America, Bill Clinton, George Clooney, Brian Colleran, Maureen Comey, Bill Cosby, Alan Dershowitz, Barry Diller, Kathleen DuPont, John Eisenberg, Rahm Emanuel, Steven Feinberg, Michael Flynn, Edward Freeland, one of the richest men, if not in the world, one of the richest men, Bill Gates, Rudy, former man of the New York City people, Giuliani, Nikki Haley, Orrin Hatch, Tony Higgins, Eric Holder, Mark Hosenball, Sarah Huckabee, Claire Yvette. To this woman, Lucy, who says no one cares, ma'am, that shit doesn't work around here. You care. You're here. You care. Know your role and shut your mouth. Now, you might not like that one of your little friends or one of your little people you worship is on this list. But the one thing you better believe about me, girl, I'm the best damn thing going around here, and I'm going to tell it all. This is why I told y'all I don't vote for anybody on no side, because I already know what time it is. Now, you let Bag Chaser them tell y'all something different. But are they going to name this list and name all these damn names? I think not. Let's keep going. Mark Hosenball, Sarah Huckabee, as I said, Claire Yvette, Henry Jarecki, Miriam Adelson, Mountbatten Winstor Andrew, Strauss Audrey, Alec Baldwin, Ehud Barak, Lana Belopacek, Jeff Bezos, Jill Biden, David Bestricker, Tony Blair, David Boyce, Dan Bongino, Cory Booker, Rick Bradshaw, John Brockman, Gerald Bull, good old Jeb Bush, Russell Capone, Fidel Castro, Noam Chomsky. Chelsea Clinton. Chelsea Clinton. Kurt Cobain. Linda Collins. George Conway. Omar Daza. Ron DeSantis. Phil Donahue. George Economou. Elizabeth II. Jeffrey Epstein. Sarah Ferguson. Mark Foley. Philip Frost. Melinda Gates. Dan Goldman. Kamala Harris. Ronnie Hawk. Stanley Ho. Anderson Horowitz. Steny Hoyer. Florence Hunter. Michael Jackson. Sean Corey Jay-Z Carter. Woody Allen. Edward Roy Guinness author. Stephanie Avakian. Doug Band. William Barr. Jeffrey Berman. Ashley Biden, the former president of the United States of America, who said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Joe Biden. Mark Bistricker. Todd Blanche. Old John Bolton. Bono. David Bowich. Richard Branson. John Luck Brunel. George Bush Jr. Patrick Byrne. Good old Tucker Carlson. Dick Cheney. The current newly assigned, over there in the Southern District of New York by Donald J. Trump, Jay Clayton. Hillary Rodham Clinton. Michael Cohen. David Copperfield. Robert De Niro. The Princess of Wales, Diana. Rebecca Donaliski. Michael Egager. Keith Ellison. German Urban. Mark Phillip. For Marius Fortinelli. Merrick Garland. Timothy Geithner. Good old Mr. Go to War himself, Lindsey Graham. Joshua Harris, Howard Heiss, Reed Hoffman, Michael Horowitz, Mike Huckabee, Kajel Eames Roke, good old Mick Jagger, Pramila Jayapal. I know y'all think, come on, Ticket. You done, right? You know I got the list. You know I got the list, right? Number 2, any omissions from the list are unintentional, and as explained in the previous letters to Congress, a result of the volume and speed of which, with the department complied with the act, individuals whose names were redacted for law enforcement sensitive purposes are not included. Let's keep going. Oh, you think it's finished? Oh, hell no. We ain't finished. You think when that shit was finished? I ain't seen parole in a minute. Let me see something here. Hakeem Jeffries, Janice Joplin, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Carl Klein, Jared Kushner, Jay Lefkowitz, Jay Lefkowitz, Jack Lew, Zoe Lofgren, Robert Maylord, Nancy Mace, James Margolin, Thomas Massey, Teresa May, Mark Meadows, Nathan Milkowski, Allison Moe, William Mook, Mick Mulvaney, Jerry Nadler, the current leader of the country, Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, the current wife of former President Barack Hussein Obama, Michelle Obama, Mehmet Oz, the current leader of the FBI appointed by Donald Trump, Kash Patel, Nancy Pelosi, John Phelan, Tony Podesta, John Paul II, Pope John Paul II, Elvis Presley, said a rock da ba doo da 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 ba doo, a rock da ba doo da. Ooh, Elvis Presley, you know that's right. Philip Prince, Dan Quayle, Brett Ratner, Joseph Rickeri, Tom Reynolds, Terji Rod Larson, Mitt Romney, Rod Ronstein, John Roth, Mark Rowan, Kathleen Rumler, Ben Sass, Janice Schinberg, Amy Schumer, Tim Scott, Jeff Sessions, Gretchen Shepard, Edward Snowden, Kevin Spacey, Debbie Stabenow, Kenneth Starr, Peter Stordelin, Sultan Ahmed bin Salayem, Hank Johnson, John Kasich, John Kerry, Barry Krishner, John Kyle, Jeremy Lefroy, Monica Lewinsky, Jesse Lonergan, Jessica Lonergan, excuse me, Howard Lucknick, Peter Madelson, Ed Markey, Ghislaine Maxwell, John McCain, Robert Mendez, Michael Milken, Lisa Monaco, Jared Moskowitz, Rupert Murdoch, Janet Napolitano, Gavin Newsom, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Sophia Papaitru, Ron Paul, Mike Pence, the former Vice President of the United States, Stacey Plaskett, Laura Pomerantz, Susan Pope, Lisa Marie Presley, J.B. Prisker, Jamie Raskin, Chad Riedler, Michael Redder, Susan Rice, Matthew Rogers, Nicholas Roos, Diana Ross, Timothy Rauch, Howard Rubinstein, Paul Ryan, Mary Gay Scanlon, Adam Schiff, Chuck Schumer, Jay Sekulow, Yitzhak Shamir, Timothy Shea, Alex Soros, Elliot Spitzer, Jeff Daly, Jens Stoltenberg, Glenn Straub, Larry Summers, Alex Jones, Kendall Rollins, or John Kendall Rollins, Ro Khanna, Larry Kudlow, Lady Victoria Harvey, Leonard Leo, Ted Lieu, Howard Lorber, Loretta Lynch, Corinne Mayau, Meghan Markle, Robert Maxwell, Nicole Farland, Alyssa Milano, Steve Munch, Marilyn Monroe, Robert S. Mueller III, Elon Musk, Larry Nassar, the former first black president in the history of the United States of America, Barack Obama, Rosie O'Donnell, Daniel Parker, Joseph Pecorino, Diego Pestana, Lee Plord, Mike Pompeo, Samantha Power, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Thomas Pritzker, John Ratcliffe, former President Ronald Reagan, Janet Reno, Bill Richardson, Andrew Roback, Jeffrey Rosen, Alexander Rossmiller, Karl Rove, former advisor to George Bush and former commentator on Fox News, Marco Rubio, Pierre Salinger, John Scarola, Martin Scalf, Stephen Schwartzman, Adrian Senator, Ben Shapiro, Daniel Said, George Soros, Bruce Springsteen, Keir Starmer, Gunhal Stroderlin, Barbara Streisand, Eric Swalwell. I know y'all gonna think I'm capping. There's a list. I was never capping. And you'll say, but Ticket, what's going on? Oh, but the final act, there's a few more that has been named in this list. And we're going to give it to you right now. William Sweeney Jr., Peter Thiel, Ivanka Trump, current Vice President of the United States of America, J.D. Vance, Kevin Walsh, Damian Williams, Ron Wyden, Jeff Zucker, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Carol Thomas Jacobs, the current First Lady of the United States of America, Melania Trump, Marie Villafana, Abigail Wexner, Michael Wolff, Mark Young, Mark Zuckerberg, Margaret Thatcher, Chris Tucker, Richard Walker, Les Wexner, Stanley Woodward, Paolo Zampoli, and last but not least, do y'all want to know who that last name is? Everybody in the comment section, let me know if you want to know who that last name is right now. I haven't named yet. If you want to know, let me know. I'll let you know the last name. Y'all not going to believe it because y'all don't never believe none of this stuff. I know you're not going to believe it. Smash the like button. We should have over 1,000, 1,500 likes. I'm going to tell y'all something. I know y'all not going to believe it because y'all don't want to believe this. Y'all don't want to believe this. but you're gonna believe it today. Your current president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Signed. Make sure y'all get the signature. Signed. Pam Bondi, United States Attorney General, and Todd Blanche, Deputy United States Attorney General, United States Department of Justice. Everybody has to understand one thing. Everybody's saying, oh, know this person, know that person. Remember, they put a disclaimer in this. Let me tell you the disclaimer. Here's a disclaimer with names you didn't see. They said the names that you may not have seen in this list is because they're ongoing current investigations. Now, let me repeat myself again. They said that the names that you do not see on this list is because there's potentially ongoing current investigations. That shit is deep. I didn't say this. It's right there in the paperwork. And by the way, I will say this. I didn't make any of this stuff up. That's what they said. The names is not here. Right? Ongoing potential current investigations. That's what they said. I didn't make this up. I need everybody to understand that part. I did not make any of that up. Right? I want y'all to hear what I said. Right? So again, this is something that needs to be looked at very, very closely. And you guys need to look at the paperwork. But this was one of the most diabolical parts I told y'all about tonight. In the Epstein files that has been released, this part tonight has been discovered that Jeffrey Epstein may have had a collection of highly poisonous plants known to produce a drug that blocks free will in his victims, according to the newly discovered Epstein emails in the latest document dump of the Jeffrey Epstein files. That's diabolical. If they had something that could make people lose their free will, that's crazy work. To the names they said that may not have been named in this list, they said because that could be due to ongoing current investigations. And they just might not be wanting to give no information on that. Now, you can go look at this yourself. This is not me. The paperwork is all out. You can go look this up. It's right there online. It's free. You guys can read for yourselves. You ain't got to come in here and tell me, hey, Ticket, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. No, don't tell me that. Just take your ass on over there and read yourself. Just go right on over there and read. Right? I'm not going to sit in here and hold your hand through this stuff. I'm going to tell you the truth. Just go on over there and read. Right? I'm telling you what's up. They said it right there in the files. I read it to you before we came in here. Again, the names that they said that you might not see appear in this list. Right? potential ongoing investigations. Right? And some of them they said were unintentional. Now you decide. Y'all said, what's the file? I can do y'all one better, man. See, I be doing my people all good in here, man. I be doing y'all good, man. Showing love to my people, everything like that. Y'all already know how I get down, man. If y'all want to see the paperwork y'all selves, y'all know how I do, man. I'm gonna drop the link to the paperwork in the chat room because y'all know somebody gonna say, "Oh, Ticket Man, nigga, you capping?" No, I'm not capping. I'm not capping, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you so y'all don't have to come in here and say I'm capping and make up some type of lie on your boy, right? I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you, right? Let me put this in here, right? Link to the files. And salute to everybody who support the channel, man. Y'all already know, man. You know, I appreciate all y'all who donate to the stream, man, and show love to what I do. Now, listen, I'm just an average man, but I'm gonna put the link up here just so can't nobody say I'm talking shit. Cause you know they like to say that. They come here act like I'm capping, I'm making this shit up. Right? That's what they like to do. Everybody who's in the chat room, do you know what I just did? I pinned a link at the top of the chat. It says link to the file. You can go look at the shit for yourself, man. I drops the mic. That's why I told you I don't vote for no side, man. And that don't mean anybody that's guilty that's named. It don't mean that. They in the files. You go look it up yourself and read the paperwork yourself and come back. Because, you know, like I said before, you ain't only going to get mad at me. But I just want to ask y'all a question. Why is Melanie King, Bag Chaser, PDB Podcast, why is all these people not telling y'all all these names on this list? I'm just saying, y'all got to really think, if people ain't going to call it both ways, what are we doing? What are we doing? And DL Hughley, where the hell are you at? You said Joe Biden's name isn't in the Epstein files. It is. You sat up there and you told Vlad, you said, I know who ain't in the Epstein file. And Joe Biden. Yes, he is. You think I'm capping, nigga? I got the list right here. I got the list right here. Cut the cap. I know who ain't in them files, though. Michael Jordan. They wanted to cancel Michael Jordan. Like I said before, I don't agree with what he did. And I think that Mike need to understand the climate that we in. But D.L. Hughley sat up there talking about, hey, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, man? Hey, man, I know who ain't in the files. Joe Biden ain't. He gonna have to go back and do another interview now. You have to go back and do another interview, DL, because Joe Biden, his name is clearly on this list. Now that don't mean that he did something wrong. We know that, but his name is on this list. It's on the list, dog. I got the whole list right here. I got the whole list right here, bro. Just in case somebody thought I was capping, signed, you know, Todd Blanche and off by Pam Bondi. Who y'all really praise? And shout out to my girl in the building, Elaine. Elaine, much love to you already. Elaine be holding it down. A real one. You understand? These are facts. These are facts. Salute everybody. Stand on business. And once I get, a matter of fact, let me give y'all that right now while I'm here. I might as well give y'all this right now. I ain't gonna do 2 videos about this. Let me give y'all the details on this, because the details is disgusting. And I gotta give y'all the details on this. This dude, Jeffrey Epstein, bro, this dude is downright, man, bro. I'm telling you, they asked this dude, was he the devil? And he didn't say no. That's all you need to know, bro. They asked Epstein, are you the devil? And he did not say no. He didn't say no. Think about this. And those names I named, look at that list again. Those aren't every name that wasn't named or not named, because we already know other names that's in there that wasn't on this list right here. That was talking about people who were linked in politics and shit like that. So we haven't really talked about all this other stuff. I'm just telling y'all this again. Y'all need to understand that. Understand what we talking about here. You know what I mean? But let me give y'all this right here. All right. And I want to get into this just real quick before I leave. That is diabolical stuff. So Jeffrey Epstein may have had a collection of highly poisonous plants known to produce a drug that blocks free will in its victims, according to newly discovered emails in the last document dump in the Epstein files. In one of the uncovered messages, you guys, Epstein sends an email about his trumpet plants at nursery. For background, Angel's trumpet plants are extremely toxic and produce a drug called, I'm not going to say the name of that drug, which is known to basically turn humans into zombies. Let me repeat myself again. Angel's trumpet plants are extremely toxic, and they produce a drug called, I'm not going to say the name, starts with an S, which is known to basically turn humans into zombies, wiping them of memory and eliminating their free will. Severe intoxication reportedly may even cause paralysis or death. Even more alarming, this drug reportedly does not show up on toxicology reports. Remember, all these people say, where all the evidence? Let me repeat this again. This drug reportedly does not even show up in toxicology reports. So you can't prove it. And if you're wondering if Epstein was aware of this, there's an excellent chance he was, according to this report. In another email, he was sent an article about all the effects of this drug and the plant it comes from. Y'all want to play this game? They said this man, they said that this is crazy. A plant that has a drug that turns people into zombies. And that it won't appear in your toxicology report. So when they go to do your check you out and see what happened to you, can't find shit. Everybody say you lying. Think any nigga come on YouTube tell me I'm capping though. This is diabolical work. Diabolical work. Oh my God, bro. You know? They asked this dude straight up, was he the devil? And he didn't say no. That's all you need to know. Somebody asked me something, I'm like, hell no. The hell is wrong with you? He didn't even say no. He didn't even say no. Straight up. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Paperwork right there. I mean, you do with it as you may. Y'all know I ain't got no reason to come up here capping. Y'all know when I come here, I bring paperwork, man. I got the names right there. Just in case so they can't say, hey, Ticket, man, you was... Nah, man, I read that right from the paper. Right there from the paperwork. This is what happens when you read paperwork. All right? Like, share, subscribe, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.